So this is Baruch Fleischman, your host and lift manager for the Tikkun Elevator Kollel. And we are about to what? We're already moving at 67,000 miles an hour in a circular orbit going around and around and around and around. And while we're moving, we're on this ball, which is also spinning at 1,000 miles an hour. So we're going someplace, but it's going in a circle too. So we just keep coming back to the same thing over and over again. Really, but every day is different. So here we are, and the sun is getting darker. It is, the days are getting darker. We're heading into the deep, dark part of our world, of our relationship to the planets and the stars that are around us. The sun is in Kislev, that is the constellation Sagittarius. A combination of these constellations are combinations of many, many stars. The moon is in Cancer, which we call Tammuz. It is traveling through that constellation. And we, as we said, we are really moving fast. We're coming to our Zohar for this week as we are on the sixth day rather, which is Yesod. And we are about to enter into the Shabbos. We're coming to the Shabbos, and we can feel the cholos of the Shabbos coming onto us as we lift ourselves up. So we are over here in the Zohar, in Parshas Beshalach, which is in Shmos, Sefer in Exodus. It's Daf Mem Zayin Amud Aleph in the Zohar, and it is on page Tov Kuf Tes Zayin. And I think, one second, and how I do everything. This is the 5th day of Kislev. The moon is in its highest possible place in most revealed place. What this means, I don't know. But we can look at it as we lift ourselves up. So and understand this Zohar. Again, it's on page Tov Kuf Tas Zayin in the Matok M'dvash and Parshas Beshalach, which is in the Zohar, the original Zohar, Beshalach, Daf Mem Zayin Amud Aleph. So this Zohar, in order to understand this Zohar, they are going to bring us a pasuk. And the pasuk says like this in Hebrew: Im tashiv mishabetz raglecha. If you restrain your feet because it is the Sabbath, asos chafotzecha b'yom kodshi. Refrain from accomplishing your own needs, or don't work on my holy day. The cross of the Shabbos oneg, and then call the holy day, that is the day of Shabbos, a delight. And he goes on, and he says, Hashem ukuva v'kibadato ma'asa d'rakecho. So Hashem is the honored one, and he is honored from making your path. Mimso chavotzecha b'daber davar. Whatever it is that you need to do, your own affairs, from seeking your own needs, because now we're not doing private things, we're in a communal service. Then you will delight in Hashem, and I will mount you astride the heights of the world. So the Zohar begins like this. It says, Hashem yilochem lechem. Hashem will fight for you. V'atem tacharishon, and you keep your mouth shut. Jewish people are standing at this point in the story of the Chumash. The Chumash bringing it back for the Yam Suf, to cross the Red Sea. Today the Farish pasuk zeh. In order to explain this, Rabbi Abba comes and he wants to explain this pasuk which we just read. The Farish Mashiach Kasef im tashu mishabetz raglecha, or rest your feet, asel chasasecha b'yom kadshi, from doing their own personal deeds. And he said, V'hiktim b'shvach shivcham shod Yisrael. So he begins with the praise of the Jewish people. V'amar, and he says like the Zakayin inun Yisrael, meritorious are you Jewish people, the kudsha b'richu Israel b'hom, that he has chosen you, the Kodesh Baruch has chosen you, the hizdavka b'chu, to cling himself to you, Mikol Shar Amin, the Alma, from all of the rest of the people of the world. Understand that when we use the word Kudsha Barichu, Kodesh Baruch Hu, that we're talking about Zeranpin, the tremendous amount of flow of energy and life that is coming through that. So it says, Ashreshem Yisrael, happy is your portion, Yisrael, Shah Kodesh Baruch Hu, Bachor Bechem, so Kodesh Baruch has chosen you, the Hizdavek Bechem, in order to cling to them, he's using it into them. Mikol Shar Ame Yisrael, because from any other, Ame Olam, any other people of the world. Because when we were in Mitzrayim, we were no different than anybody else, any other nation. But Kodesh Baruch Hu Lakom, and the Kodesh Baruch Hu took the Jewish people out. Lakom Sham Lachalko V'Nachalaso, he took them there for his portion and his inheritance. Below Mitzad Ma'asechem, it's not because there's something especially nice or good about us. Not because the Maasim HaTovim Abachar Behem. That's not the reason why he chose them. Elo umilu the rikimusu the lohom karev lom nagabe. Mitoka av. Because why? Because of our love, sha'ahev osam, that he loved them, karev osam, he brought them near a love, shi'abdu, so that they should serve him. V'hav lon oraisa, and he gave him a Torah. V'hav lon Shabbos, the ihu kedisha bekol shar yamen, and he gave him a Shabbos which is more holy than any of the other days. And the Matok M'dvash asks at the end, I'll just read it and then it'll end. V'nasa lachem es yom Shabbos, he gave him the Shabbos shu kadosh bekol shar yamen mitzad ha'chochma. That is that he opens up our minds and our limitations, and we expand. V'naichel mekolo v'yesh bo menucha bekol yigia mitzad ha'keser, and we have a complete rest from all of the things that we strive and struggle through every single day of the week. This comes, the Matok says, from Keser. Simchas kol Yisrael mitzad Bina, and we have a tremendous simcha from the side of Bina. The shakel Shabbos the kabel l'raisa kula. So when we start adding things up and we start balancing things out, we see that Shabbos, shekula keneged kol Torah kula, corresponds on one side of the balance scale is Shabbos, and the other side of the balance scale is Torah. They both balance themselves perfectly. A man that not their Shabbos, a person who keeps Shabbos, ki'ilu not a haraisa kula, is as if he has kept the entire Torah. Going on, in the Zohar, umasha kosev across the Shabbos einik. So what we have over here is that when we call the Shabbos a celebration, Pirusho, its Pirush is inugu dekula. It is a celebration of everything. Shabbos hu oneg shalakol, dahaina inugu denafsha. This is the celebration of our souls. That is, the soul. When we use the word nafsha, he's talking about this concept that we call neranchi, which are interior lights, which are the lights of the Ein Sof, which are inside of us, and this is the lowest level of them, called Nefesh. And once again, from the bottom, it's called the Ranchi, it's Nefesh, Ruach is inside of Nefesh, the Shama is inside of Ruach. Chaya, although it has an appearance inside of the Shama, but it's really what we call a Makif. It's too great of a light to fit into what's below it. And then there's Yechida, which is an even greater and far more distant light, but is so powerful that it shines. This is the Nefesh part. And the Nefesh goes with Gufa. Inuga the Eloim, but the Toim, but it's also that once you have a rest on the bottom, everything else comes to rest. Oneg Shalcha Nefesh V'Shalcha Guf. This is the celebration of the Nefesh and the celebration of the body. And also of the spiritual aspect which is inside of you, the nefesh of that. And what is written for Kurasal the Shabbos, where they call for Shabbos. He asks Shoel, my v'kurasa. Why do we need to call it? Ma pirusha v'omer, the Yasmin lay, that you should invite it. Sheyazmin v'yakin so, and you should prepare it. Kamadat Amar, like you say, let's go mishakosif etzel mu'adin, like we say, like in regards to our Jewish holidays, the Shlosh Regalim, Mikroi Kodesh. It's a meeting which is holy, koloma ziminim. What does that mean? It means it's an invitation here. We are inviting the Shabbos in. Sheyazmin v'yikroch es mu'adim. So we invite and we call the holidays, and we call out to the holidays. Just like if you wanted to invite a friend over for Shabbos. Because here you're going to have a celebration, you're going to have a meal. And on this, V'al kain gam masha kosev. So therefore, everything that is written, the Shabbos einig, and you call the Shabbos a celebration. Gam kain pirusho. So it also has another explanation. The Yasmin lay kama the mazminin ushpiza, that you should invite him the same way that you invite any friend, any guest. She Yasmin as a Shabbos kamosha mazminim oreach. And he goes on and explains for him. So how do you call him? How do you invite him? How do you invite the Shechina into your house on Shabbos? But B'Sora, you do it with bread, with lechem. So you make a table with bread on it. And you do it in your house, b'shulchan arach and b'bayis, b'suder, and you get your house clean, you get your house ready. So that it should be there, because what you're doing is you are inviting the Shechina to come closer to you as you do all of the preparation for Shabbos. So he says, and how? What else? Because you're going to have there waiting for this guest, that you're going to have food, you have great drinks, the proper things for it, like your wine on Shabbos. Yater al shar yomim, and it's more than you would have on any other day. You have a feast. But Michaelim Masukanim of a mashkos tovim, with frofors, with food that is properly prepared, and great drinks. Kol echad defi kocho karoe lehiyos yoser mibakol shar yemei achol. Every individual, whether you are the richest man in the world or you're very poor, either one according to your normal way of what you would eat, on Shabbos we add to it. Well, that's the Zohar for today. As he does on Shabbos, he makes them short. And so we wish you all a wonderful Shabbos. I wish you all that just peace and tremendous celebration this Shabbos. Amen.